Hello world, how are we all doing today? Zakky here and welcome back to my first video actually about non-gaming stuff. You can kind of assume that this will be my first video where I'm not talking about gaming, instead I'm talking about current issues, affairs, etc, etc. So if you're not interested in that, click away. But today we're going to talk about Adam Saleh. Now I wasn't expecting to talk about this guy for a while, if at all. He is an internet prankster, a personality, someone who makes videos on YouTube a lot. I don't even know if he would be called a prankster or a social experimentist or someone who just vlogs, but basically this guy has done social experiments, he has done pranks I believe, and he does have a fairly infamous now name, an infamous rep, and the reason for that is the number of videos that he has done that have caused controversy. One of the videos that I saw recently from him is him, I think, kind of comparing social etiquette and norms between Muslim countries and non-Muslim countries, whatever that might be. And it looked like the aim of the video was to try to show that Muslim countries are kind of better mannered and have higher morals or whatever it might be. That's what the video seemed to point out. Now, I'm not going to go into all of that. I personally don't think that his videos are exactly true, and I don't exactly believe that what the message that he puts out is always the moral message, but he does what he does. I'm not going to slander him for it. Whatever he does is what he does. Until recently, when he made a video and basically had this whole scare around speaking Arabic on an airplane and how he was kicked off the airplane for speaking Arabic. Now, I'm not going to go into the whole situation as to whether or not he should have been kicked off, mostly because I don't actually know what happened, and many people on the internet don't actually know what happened, yet a lot of people feel like it's fine for them just to pass their judgment on Delta, the airline that he was trying to fly with, or Adam Saleh himself. And again, I don't know what happened, only the people who were there know what happened. So for all I know, he was screaming at the top of his lungs, screaming he's gonna kill everyone in Arabic, or he could have been, as he says he was, just talking to his mum on the phone in Arabic like anyone might. But again, I don't know what happened, I'm not gonna go into it. However, and the only reason I am actually making this video is because of some news that I saw about Adam Saleh possibly going on the no-fly list. So there is a petition that's getting a bit of weight now. I think it has till January 22nd to reach a good number of signatures, like a good tens of thousands of signatures. Right now, I believe on change.org it has 6,213 signatures, and then on the White House petition website it has 4,500 signatures. And the story, or not the story, but the message goes as follows. Adam Saleh has a long history of causing disturbances on airplanes and airports. The behavior he has thus far displayed should absolutely not be tolerated. Flying is not a right but a privilege. Given the frequency of Adam Saleh's behavior, we implore the FBI to consider his inclusion on the no-fly list. Okay, so let's just quickly talk about what the no-fly list is. It's fairly self-explanatory. It's basically a US national security thing where anyone who is on the no-fly list is not allowed to fly in US airspace, I believe. And it's pretty big, and it's quite intense. You know, the only people who really go on there are people who are deemed as terrorists, as people who are deemed as not suitable for flight because they could cause some kind of damage, they could cause harm, they could be, you know, attacking somewhere, whatever it may be. There is a reason that that list has been formed. Now, I don't know how easy it is to get on that list. I know that from 2011 there were 10,000 people on that list, and then until 2013 I think it was 45,000 people on that list. So they do definitely put a lot more people on there than before. I don't know how easy it is though. I don't know what the criteria is for it. All I know is that grouping Adam Saleh onto this list is grouping him into a certain group of individuals, it seems, and I'm not sure if that's the way to go right now. You know, Saleh, he's definitely caused some issues, he's definitely made some disturbances, but putting him on that no-fly list is almost deeming him as a terrorist, which he most certainly does not not seem to be. You know, he hasn't really shown any actual, you know, any terrorists type things. I don't really know exactly, but he just doesn't seem that type. I mean, I suppose anyone can deceive, but it seems that he's more trying to prove a point than actually, you know, blow anyone up, basically. And I think that that's important to realize, rather than, you know, going to the highest security and the highest kind of level that you can possibly go to. I think this might be proving a bit more of a point than it needs to prove. Saying that, you know, he has made issues before, you know, he has definitely had a history, and he could obviously do worse, but will he? I don't think so. Should he have done what he did with the whole speaking Arabic on the airplane thing? I think, you know, freedom of speech is definitely important, and I think, you know, considering America is basically one of those countries that really kind of prides itself on freedom of speech. I think it's in the Pledge of Allegiance. But basically, should he be kicked off the plane for speaking Arabic? No. Should he be kicked off the plane for intentionally causing issues and, you know, worrying people? Because let's be honest now, in this day and age, and I can say this being the skin color that I have and, you know, the looks that I have, it is definitely a good idea not to be an but it's good to be informed about how your attitude and your behavior is going to affect other people. And the way that he might have, I'm not saying he has because I have no idea, but the way that he might have tried to skew the way that Delta looks, the way that people look in general, like he would do in his social experiments, I'm not sure. If he's being peaceful, if he's just talking like anyone else would, then great. If he's really making a point about trying to be annoying and trying to scare people, because honestly, with what has happened, I suppose it's almost a survival instinct, and I'm not saying that that's right. I'm saying that that is what it has become because of what has happened in the past. It's almost a survival instinct for people to be worried. Where, you know, when they associate one thing with danger, they don't want to be around that thing. That's not what they want to do, and they will feel uncomfortable and probably say something. Am I saying that Muslims are terrorists? Hell no. Am I saying that they should be treated as terrorists? Hell no. Am I saying that the perspective of Muslims has been skewed due to certain groups? Hell yes. And because of this, I think it's important to be smart about how you go about things. And I'm not saying covering up your religion. I'm not saying covering up your culture. I'm just saying being smart about it, being respectful about it, and then things would be a lot easier, I believe, if that happened. Yes, there are racists out there. Yes, there are people who are, you know, disrespectful to people just because of cultural indifferences. But there's really no point in aggravating them because it just does nothing. It doesn't prove anything. It doesn't do anything. What I'm trying to say is, do I think he should be put on the no-fly list? No, not as far as what he has done. I don't think it is needed. Would he need to be put on the no-fly list if he kept on making, you know, drama and kept on causing issues and kept on trying and really trying to make a nuisance of himself, especially using the culture? Yes, then he should be, because he's disrupting people. He could be seen as a national threat. But I want to know what you think about this. Do you think that Saleh should be put on the no-fly list? And do you think that, you know, what do you think should be done about this? Because this is an issue, and it's something that's very difficult to kind of, you know, pick the moral high ground on. It's a very grey area. In fact, making this video myself was quite difficult because I was wondering, what do I say? What do I not say? You know, how do I go about this in a way that's not going to upset people, but at the same time be truthful about what I'm saying? And that was very difficult, and I'm hoping I haven't upset anyone as it is. But if you could leave a like on this video, it helps out an awful lot. Comments get the discussion flowing, and of course subscribe for more of these videos. But that being said, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, everyone. If it's not a great day, make it a great day. Smile, all that good stuff, and I will see you all in the next video.